Mighty beautiful in my mouth.
Happy birthday, you ugly motherfucker.
Yo, we should get Grand Marnier to sponsor your podcast, bro.
Oh, that's not gonna
No,
happen.
no, that's some serious shit. Oh, bro. I would
But
do this 3 times a week if we had a Grand Marnier for free.
you know, but Darnell, like
But
me,
get back, hold on. You haven't shut up since we started.
I
Since he chose the subject, right?
Yeah, he did. You can.
Why do I have a feeling he's been watching the past 72 hours YouTube videos on COVID and Wuhan, and that's why he wanted to talk about this tonight?
not even, bro, not even. And honestly, me, I'm someone that's
Hold on, bro. You don't get to talk for the next 36 seconds. All right, shut up.
a rat bastard.
Okay, good, Paul.
Now, look, to get back to what you were saying before about how, like the different strains and shit. You know, this vaccine also makes the different variants worse for us now, right? If we get hit with one of the variants, is worse than it would have normally been because we got the vaccine for the original COVID and not the variants, and that's been proven by an actual genealogist or virologist or one of those justices.
Okay. Yeah, it's very doubtful. So the thing is, it's very doubtful because the reality is, if the original strain, you're protected from the original strain, the variants are still part of that original strain. It's just mutated different, right? You would still have some form of protection. So it isn't going to make this thing worse per se,
The
right?
original strain mutates into a newer strain.
I've read
Yeah,
the
but
same research.
It's not the same as the original strain.
and listen, when it mutates, it's not changing completely. It's just changing slight characteristics of the virus. And those slight characteristics are still within the bounds of the first original strain. So
That's like saying you
Yeah.
could beat a David Banner and you could beat a Hulk.
No, but hold on. I'm gonna answer to Darnell. You're 100% right, but that's if this was a real vaccine. It's not a vaccine. A vaccine would make you stronger against all the strains
Okay.
of this disease. This is an mRNA. mRNA, what it does is that it's nanoparticles basically that teach your immune system, give it the I don't know the protein pluses or I don't know what the fuck, and basically all it does is that it teaches your DNA to recognize this strain.
Uh-huh.
It's not gonna teach it to recognize modified strains, and au contraire, it's gonna let the other strains go in easily, and all the other diseases, like a flu, is gonna be worse once you get this vaccine.
That's the one thing I didn't say. That's the one thing I forgot to say. Is exactly what he just said. Is that protects you against this exact strain. So the variant is a different strain. So it's not. It's not.
No. I think you guys are getting
And
confused.
That's the reason, Darnell, that you're gonna have to take more than one shots in different kind of mRNAs, because every time there's gonna be a variant that comes out and becomes real contagious. They have to give you another mRNA for that one. That's what I'm telling you. It's a never-ending story because your immune system doesn't learn to fight by itself anymore.
Yes, but
it learns to fight by mRNAs, by nanotechnology.
listen, I agree. Where the fact is, we'll always probably need to get booster shots, but this is because people aren't being vaccinated. So the problem is, people who aren't being vaccinated are literally allowing this thing to mutate. So they're in turn the reason for this happening.
Now you're supporting our dictatorship of a government by saying that
Hey,
everybody has to get vaccinated or get shunned and shamed and last in the middle of city center.
Bro.
Hey, I'm okay with people being shamed out of existence. Okay.
Bro, it's been proved. Honestly, it's been proved that even when you do get the vaccines, everybody gets vaccinated. The variants still come out. The variants are gonna come out no matter what.
Okay.
Yes, I'm telling you, variants come out within vaccinated people.
No.
In New York, the most hospitalized cases were people that already had the first vaccine. They were the one that were going back into the hospital for the new strain. Yes. Check out New York. In New York, there's more cases of people going back to the hospital because they caught a variant even though they had the fucking vaccine. I'm telling you, I'm not bullshitting you.
Okay,
Check out New York
listen.
cases.
Even let's say that were the case. That's
And
just
they don't
proving to
drive on.
people to be vaccinated and to do what they need to, which is wearing masks and social distancing until we've got this thing under control. All you're saying is basically people aren't doing what they're supposed to and they're allowing this thing to spread. That's all you're saying.
First of all, let's get back to masks and social distancing. Don't do shit.
Motherfucker.
No, the
All
proof
right.
is Florida, bro. The proof is Florida. Go check out Florida's cases,
What
man.
are
And they
you
never
talking?
had fuck all.
Florida is the epicenter of like
No, bro.
like
Look
a
at
massive outbreak. What are you
New
saying?
York, New
Look
York
at
and
that.
California were. New York and California were. Okay, and there wasn't any significant more. There wasn't more mortality in Florida, which, by the way, has a higher percentage of senior citizens. Most of Florida is retired citizens, and even then, they still had lower mortality rates than New York or California, which had full fucking COVID measures. It's not bullshit. Go check it out.
Look, listen. We cannot use an example like the US because the US
Yeah, what about Finland?
literally fucked
Norway?
up.
What about
Okay,
Norway?
look. We cannot use the U.S. as an example ever, and I apologize for saying this because I got family that's Americans, and I love them to death, and they the minority. They're the minority, but for the most part, Americans are fucking dumb, bro. The dumbest people on the planet. The
Okay.
dumbest people on the planet. You could tell them anything, and they'll run and follow. Run and follow, bro. The most dumb, naive people on the planet, except for my cousins in California.
No, you might have to edit that one out, bro.
No, I'm gonna edit what I feel is good. But yeah, no, like
Okay,
look.
if you don't want to use you don't want to use America. What about Norway?
What about Norway?
What do you know? What do you
Norway?
know about Norway?
No, Norway from the start was it Norway or is it Swiss? It's maybe Sweden. One of the Scandinavian countries. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think you're talking about Switzerland.
I find they had it right. Listen what they did. First, when everything went down, when all the countries started shutting down this and that,
Uh-huh.
them what they did is the only people they confined was over 55. So if you were over 55 and you were caught outside on the street fucking around, just walking, taking a stroll, you'd get a ticket. So all the people over 55 had to stay home unless it's for emergencies, pharmacy, doctor appointments, this and that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Besides that, schools did not shut down. Businesses did not shut down. They did social distancing. They gave the choice for masks. They said, people, if you want to wear your mask, wear your mask. Some people did, some people didn't.
Uh-huh.
They all the schools stayed open. All the businesses remained open. They had zero economical fucking downfall. Okay,
What?
and honestly, they did not have any crazier cases than nowhere else in the world. Their cases were very low. Or
No,
similar.
they weren't. In their neighbor, wherever they were, I'm pretty sure. I think I know what you're talking about. But all their neighboring countries did measures and stuff, and they were the highest. They had the highest infectious rate or some shit like that. No. Yeah, I think you're getting information, but you're you're connecting the wrong things together.
The problem is Easy gets most of his facts off of Facebook.
Now.
That's the biggest problem right here.
Is that
I'm
right,
just saying.
Easy? Oh, I think he froze, or the show is all yours, Paul. Go for it.
Well, I'm sorry. I believe Easy might have left us to go refill his mom's water dish.
No, I think his camera froze.
His camera froze. Okay.
Yeah.
He should stop buying his phones at junk too, maybe. But no. I mean, to get back to what we're saying. I mean, what were we talking about again?
Your uneven titties. I'll cut it out. Whatever, Paul.
ignorant motherfucker. No, don't cut it out, bro. This is the best part. Don't cut out the best part. Cut out when he was talking about 45 minutes about fucking Wuhan shit that he looked up on YouTube the other day.
All right, I will cut it out. All right, what do you got for me? What do you got for me, Paul? Give me a topic that we could talk about. Anything you feel like. Huh?
Give me a topic and I'll talk about it.
All right, let's talk about flat earthers.
The hell is a flat earther?
Oh my goodness! Okay, we're gonna drop it then. No, we're gonna. Paul.
You talking about people think the Earth is flat? Is
Yeah,
that flat
there are actually people on this planet who think that the Earth is flat, Paul.
There's still people that think that.
Yeah. I ended up watching their stupid little movie on Netflix. Yeah, he dropped. I ended up watching their movie on Netflix, and it was complete garbage, dude.
His wife probably kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, you don't fuck with a wife, you know. She's gonna beat the shit out of you.
No, guaranteed.
All right. Okay, we can skip on the flat earthers since you don't know a flat earther is there.
No, I mean, no, but there's still actually people that believe that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, dude. There are special people on this planet. I'm telling you.
Trust me, I know there's a lot of special people on this planet. Oh my god, I wish half of them didn't exist.
All right, so what about? Give me a conspiracy theory that you've heard about or you want to talk about, like something outside of the norm. You know, aliens.
Okay, well, one of my biggest conspiracy theories is that people get mad at me for is when I say 9/11 was orchestrated by the American government.
Well, look, I don't think people could really get mad at you due to the fact that
a lot of them do. A lot of them do because they say that that it shows no respect for the people that died in the accident, which is absolutely false. Because I have a high school teacher that apparently died in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. It's just a rumor that I heard. But apparently, we went to high school together. Apparently, someone died in there. I forget who it was. A math teacher.
Okay.
I forget which one. But no, I mean, there's just so much fucking evidence and proof that you can't argue it.
Look, in the long run, all you have to know is basically the U.S. gave the weapons and allowed these things to happen so they can always be at war with someone. That's basically it.
That's the thing. War is always being controlled by who owns the biggest weapons, technically. Who owns the most weapons? I mean, yes and no, okay? But war has always been controlled. It's always been monopolized. The biggest thing with war is that it comes with money. The only war started by what's going to make the most profit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People are thinking about wars every day. Oh, Canada versus Norway, Switzerland versus Australia, Denmark versus fucking Somalia. Doesn't matter who's fighting who. Every day there's a dozen options of starting a war. The only ones that get started are the ones that are going to make the most money. The only reason that we war is for money. The best time of war was back in the Viking days and all them times when both troops met on a neutral battlefield with axes and fucking bows and arrows and swords and shit, and they fought, and whoever lived conquered the shit. That was war. That was a real war. Now it's just bitch fighting. Now it's just bitch fighting because the people in power that start the wars are never the ones fighting them.
Well, yeah, that's a given, of course.
They always send the poor people to war. It's the poor people that go. Because why? They get recruited by the army. Why? Because they get their school paid. They get a salary. You know what I mean? They get a place to live. They get a sense of belonging. They get brainwashed into believing that they're going to learn what they want to do with their life by joining the army.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got a 19-year-old or a 17-year-old in Afghanistan that's been trained to go over there and fight the war on terror, and he's fucking protecting oil fields for 6 months.
Hey, I do not like wars, so I agree with you 100%. It's one of the most pathetic things, right? Imagine the world's gonna end and people are deciding to fight wars. It's pathetic.
Mm.
Humans are pathetic, Paul.
Disgusting. I hate humans. I hate humans, bro. Honestly, I hate humans. And don't even get started on this subject because
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I legit wanted to do a podcast on ripping on humans. So if you want to start ripping on humans, let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
On humanity, I will sit here all night and do it with you. I am disgusted and appalled by human beings. I think we are the absolute worst thing that could happen to planet Earth. For planet Earth to survive, human beings have to be erased off the planet.
Technically not erased.
We are a disgusting species. We never learn from our mistakes. We constantly repeat them.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and expecting different results, right?
Yes. Even though I don't know if that really is a thing.
That is the definition of insanity. Look it
up.
No,
it's.
Oh, look who came back! Scratcher of my balls.
My bad. My phone died.
Ah.
No, I think his liquor glass just ran out.
That and I managed to roll a spliff and get another glass.
Shit, I'm coming over.
So Essen
topics.
Huh?
When you got your ass deleted, we switched topics.
Yeah, we switched topics, and now we're ripping on humanity as being a shit species.
We could keep this for a different podcast.
Bro, I could talk about this till fucking tomorrow morning.
See, my problem with humanity is, like I said, we keep doing the same fucking stupid shit, and we don't learn from our mistakes. The second thing I hate about humanity is that we're the only species on Earth, and I'm pretty sure the only species, I'm willing to bet, the only species for a long fucking way in our solar system and the galaxy and the universe and all that shit for a long way, that does nothing but kills and murders for fun. We're the only species that doesn't murder, because every other species on Earth, think about it, kills for necessity, to survive, to eat. We kill for fun. We kill each other for fun every fucking day. Every day. Think about it. And people are going to say, yeah, but for everything we do bad, we do good. Yes, you're right. Human beings
it's a misconception.
Each other, and yes, I will sacrifice my life to maybe save some random person in the street one day. Maybe I'll jump in front of a car to save somebody. Oh, I did a heroic deed. Big fucking deal. Because for every person that does one heroic deed, there's like 75 that do some horrible fucking shit.
Yeah, but bro, you put your finger on it. That's the way to change the world, man. I honestly believe that if every person in their own community, not me, I don't give money to foundations half the way across the world. Me, I always give to foundations that are local, that are in my community, around my area, and on an everyday basis, bro. That is really the way to change the entire world. I truly believe that is through kindness and respect.
The world will never be changed. The world will never be changed, because for the rich and the powerful to stay in power, there has to be the poor that stays poor.
Yes, there always has to be someone to step on to get to the top, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
Why do you think
we never don't have where everybody's equal? It will not work, because human beings are too greedy. That's another problem with us. We're fucking greedy species, bro. You give us 1 foot, we always try and take 6. We're not happy with what we have. We always want more. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, you always want more. It's horrible, bro. We're fucking disgusting. And you know what's the worst part is all those fucking superhero movies where the villain is the guy that in his mind he's doing the world right by fucking pressing the button and killing everybody, and then Iron Man comes in and saves the day and saves the planet. No, Iron Man's the idiot. He should have let the villain kill everybody. He's the real hero here. He's wiping out humanity, and he's letting the rest of the planet and the rest of the species survive in harmony and peacefully. Human beings are a fucking virus to the planet. That's all we are. We're a virus to the planet. We destroy everything around us. That's all we do. We destroyed the oceans. How many species have died because of us? How many animals have become extinct because of us?
Endless. It's
Yeah, but you know what's cool about Thanos though? At least Thanos he wiped out half of
How many
everything
national habitats
indiscriminately.
destroyed, not for our survival, but for financial profit?
Yeah, greed, son, greed.
No, this is just my theory. Money's becoming electronic, not because not because it's technology, because we're killing all the fucking trees. We're gonna run out of trees to make money with.